Today we see the two practicals. In the previous video, we'll talk about already the two practicals, like how to create shortcut trust and parent-child trust. In this, we'll talk about how to create forest trust and tree root trust. Fine. So how to create forest trust and tree root trust. Okay. So let's start the things. So if we talk about the tree root trust, first we see how we can create the tree root trust. For tree root trust, what we need two you can say that two domain networks. One is parent domain network and second is tree domain network. Okay. So in this we have a PDC in this network, and over there we have a tree DC. Okay, and we can connect these two domain networks together, okay, with the help of WAN link. And once I connect these two networks together with the help of WAN link, okay, the trust is automatically created. The trust name is tree root trust over there. Trust name is tree root trust, like this, because this trust is also automatically created. Okay, so now, as we already discussed about what is 3DC. So 3DC means like 3DC is like, imagine if I need to create a different tree, okay, in the forest. So in that case we can use tree. Like, imagine we have right now, I'm using the India tree right now. In India we have three domain networks, like site 1, site 2, site 3. Like in India we are using abc.com. So once where is in site 1 I'm using abc.com, in site 2 I'm using child you can say that gurgaon.abc.com, and in site 3 we have noida.abc.com, like this. Okay, now imagine that I can create one tree, another tree in outside the net, in outside the India. Like, imagine in UK, we are start the new branch. Okay, so over there I'm going to create a new tree. So over there I'm using abc.uk. Imagine abc.uk. Over there I'm using abc.com in India, and out of India I'm using abc.uk. So like this we have a different trees. Okay, so if you have a different trees, okay, or you can say that if you have a different tree, so parent domain controller is automatically trusted with your 3DC. Okay, so let's see how we can go for that. So first, as you can see that we have three domain controllers. So server one is my PDC, which already there. Okay, that is abc.local. So server one is my PDC. It's abc.local. Now I'm going to my server two. On server 2, I'm becoming this server 2 as a 3DC. So how we can create 3DC first? So I'll go for, first I log in this DC, this server. Previously I installed a CDC in the last class, as you already know. Okay, last class I will install CDC over there. Now I remove CDC. Okay, now I'm going to promote this server as a 3DC. So AD and DNS services are already installed. I'm not removed AD and DNS services. I just remove DC only. Okay. So now, as you can see that if I click on add roles and features and click on next, as you can see that the DNS server and the AD server is already installed. DNS and AD services are installed already. Okay. Now I'm going to simple promote this server. So you have seen the explanation mark over there. Just click on promote this server to a domain controller. So we'll see how we can create first 3DC. So if you want to create a 3DC, you can choose the second option again. Okay, this time we can choose tree. Just expand it. Over there we have the option 3DC. Okay, so now for tree, they ask you for forest name first. So forest name is abc dot local. Okay, and 3DC I'm going for abc dot uk. Imagine abc dot uk. Okay, and give the credential over there, or you can see that I go for abc1.uk. Okay, now click on change, and over there we have, and I define my parent credentials. I need to give the password. Okay, and click on next. So I'm going to create a new tree name abc1.uk. Okay. Okay, now I define the password. Ad restore password. Okay, click on next. Okay, check the prerequisites now. If everything is fine, it's highlighted install option. Okay, so as you can see that prerequisite is passed now. Now click on install something. So like this is the way how we can create 3DC. Okay, so as you can see that the tree root is a tree DC is created, and I just going to log in the tree DC. Now I can see that ABC1. Okay, so I open with when I log in with this tree DC now, and now I'm going to check whether the trust is created or not. So I close this server manager first. I go to start and go to admin tools, and over there we have the option domain and trust. I open it. So as you can see that we have two abc.local and abc1.uk. So now right now I'm in abc1.uk. Let's right click on that and go to properties and click on trust. So as you can see that we have a tree root trust is there. So abc.local and go to properties of this. So they're showing me this domain is abc1.uk, another domain is abc.local, and its a trust type is tree root trust. It's a two-way trust and transitive trust. Okay. So as I already told you that tree root trust is automatically created. I don't want to create a tree root trust manually. Fine. So this is what we have a tree root trust. Okay. Now next we need to understand the forest trust. For forest trust, what we need, like imagine that we have two forests. So like imagine this is my one forest. This is the this is the forest one I have. Okay, and I have another forest. As you can see that like this. Okay, in this forest I have so many domain networks, so many trees, it doesn't matter. So like we have two forests. Okay, and I connect these two forests together with the help of WAN link. Okay, and this is my abc.com forest pdc, as you can see that. So this is my pdc for abc.com. Okay, and this is my pdc for xyz.com, as you can see that. So not com, it's go for local. Okay, xyz.local, and over there Over there we're using abc.local. Just stop it. Okay, I'm using over there abc.local like this. Okay, so every forest has one unique has one PDC. Okay, so in my abc.local forest we have one PDC, and in my xyz dot local forest we have another PDC. Means it means we have two different organizations. Okay, so now if I want to create trust between these two organizations, so we can go for forest trust. Fine. So as you can say that I'm using the trust, so I just connect these two PDCs with each other. Okay, like imagine I have some collaboration, so I want that abc.local users are able to access the resources of xyz local, and xyz local users are able to access the resources of abc.local. So what we can do, I for that what we need, we can go forest trust. Okay, so now when I going to the for the forest trust, what I need, understand this also, that we need to create over there stub zones also. Okay, so we already discussed about sub zones in DNS. Okay, so what I need to create I need to create xyz dot local stub zone in abc dot local, and I create abc dot local stub zone in abc.local, sorry, in xyz.local. It means that xyz.local subzone create in the I create this xyz subzone in abc.local. Okay, and I create abc.local subzone in xyz.local like this. Okay, so now I already told you that your subzone creates the authoritative records. Authoritative record means authoritative server entries. Okay, it maintains the authoritative records, like a record is authoritative records, a record, ns record, soa record. So these three records are maintained by subzones. Okay, so once I create xyz local subzone in abc.local, so what happens, abc.local maintains that maintains that authoritative records from xyz local. Okay, fine. So it means that abc.local maintains abc.local maintains xyz.local authoritative records, and xyz local maintains abc.local authoritative records. Okay, so what happens in that case, that they know each other. So once I create the forest trust, so we need to create first stub zones also. Okay, with each other. Okay, so this is what we have a structure or topology we need to follow. Okay, so let's start the practical. So for that, first what we need to create, we need to create a 3D, we need to create the separate forest. So as you can say that we have three servers. Now in server 3 I create another forest, a separate forest, as you can see that. Okay, in server 3 I'm going to create a separate forest. So I open over there, I log in this server. So I'm going to create over there abc.local, xyz.local. Okay, we already created abc.local. Now with the help of server 3, in server 3 I'm going to create xyz.local. So what I need to do, I first go to set the settings over there. So go for ncpa.cpl first, and go to properties, IPv4, and over there we need to change the DNS server. Now just click on advanced first, click on DNS. I remove these two DNS now first. Okay, and in alternate I need to set the different PDC DNS2. Okay, in alternate I set server 1 address over there because it's a different PDC. Okay, and I do same in the server 1 also. In server 1, I in alternate I mention this server 3 address. Okay, go to properties, IPv4. So over there I can mention 100, and over there I can mention 100.0.0. 4. So I tell my server one that okay, then we can collaborate with the another domain another DNS server also. So now click on OK and click on close. Now over there, just click on close. Okay. Now I go to my server 3 again. Okay. And we already set the IP addresses. Now I'm going to promote this server as a parent domain controller. Okay, so this is I already installed AD and DNS. Promote this server to a domain controller directly. Okay, so previously in the previous video, we'll create this server as a CDC. So I remove CDC, but I do not remove AD and DNS services. So AD and DNS services are already installed. Okay, so now I'm going to create a new forest over there. Add a new forest. Okay, so this time I go for xyz dot local. This is the new forest name. The previous my forest name is abc.local. Now this forest name is xyz. So we have two forests. So click on next. Okay, so I need to define the password now. DSRM password. Click on next. Next. It automatically takes netbar's name. Okay. Click on next. Now it shows me database folder destination and location, and they go for review. Now it checks the prerequisites. So as you can see that the prerequisites passed now. Now click on install. Now this server is becoming a xyz.local forest, and this server is becoming a PDC now for xyz.local forest. Okay, so as you can see that the PDC is created now. XYZ local PDC is created. Now I'm going to log in this PDC. So this is XYZ. So I log in this PDC now. Okay, so as you can see that the XYZ local is created also and ABC local is created. So we have two forests now. So now before I start the domain and trust, or before I going to create the trust, we need to first enable zone transfers on both the servers. Okay, before we can create the stub zone as well. So first I open the DNS server in my XYZ local. So I go for DNS server over there, and I just double click on DNS. My server 3 is the, and in that expand it, and over there we have a forward lookup zone. There is XYZ local. Okay, I go to properties, and over there we need to enable zone transfers. Allow zone transfers. Click on apply and click on okay. Fine. Now same thing I can do in the server 1 also. So I go to server 1. Okay, I already told you in the DNS lecture video that what is zone transfers. Okay, so if someone doesn't know zone transfers, please I recommend you to see the DNS video first. Okay, so I go to start, admin tools. I'm in server 1 now. As you can see there, I click on DNS. I'm in server 1. Okay, server 1. So expand it. I expand it over there, global forward lookup zone, and over there we have a local abc.local. So as right click on that, we have go to properties over there, and in zone transfers I allow zone transfers over there. Simple. Click on apply and click on OK. Okay, so now right now I'm in server 1. Okay, right now it means I am in server.abc.local forest. So over there I'm going to create xyz.local stub zone. Okay, so I just right click on that. We have the option new zone. Okay, I right click on the forward lookup zone, and over there we have the option new zone. Click on next. I go for stub. This time I go for stub zone. Click on next. Okay, click on next again. Now they ask me the name of the stub zone. So I create xyz dot local stub zone. So I need to give my primary in xyz primary zone over there. I need to give the name of my xyz primary domain name zone name over there. Okay, so over there is xyz.local, and click on next now. Now they ask me the IP addresses. I go for 100.0.0.4. Okay, and just press tab. As you can see, that it's validated. Okay, click on next and click on finish. So as you can see that the accelerate.local is there. So once I just click on refresh over there, so as you can see that it maintains SOA, NS, and A records. Okay, fine. So it maintains the an A record. As you can see that server 3, the IP address of server 3 is 100.0.0.4. Okay, I can do same thing in the accelerate.local also. In accelerate.local, I need to create abc.local stub zone. So I close it first, I minimize this. Now I go to server 3. Okay, now I just go to start, admin tools, open first DNS, and over there we need to go to xyz.local. Just right click on that. Sorry, just right click to the forward lookup zone and go to new zone. And over there click on next, choose stub over there. Okay, now click on next, click on next again. Now over there I give abc.local because I want to create abc.local stub zone over there. Click on next. My abc.local IP address is 100.0.0.1. Okay, just tab it. Okay, click on next and click on finish. Once you click on abc.local, so as you can say that it maintains A, NS, and SOA records. So these three is the authoritative records. Okay, so as you can see that we can create both the site stub zones. Okay, so now I'm going to create a trust. So how we can go for trust now? Let's go to start, admin tools, and we have a domain and trust option is there. Now I'm going to create a forest trust. Okay, so we have two forest, accelerate.local and abc.local. So I just right click on the accelerate.local and go to properties. Over there we have the click on trust, and now click on new trust. Okay, click on next now. Now I define over there abc.local. So they ask me on which domain network you want to create the trust. I go for abc.local. Click on next, and this is the forest trust we have. We have external trust also, but we need to create the forest trust. Click on forest trust. Click on next. It's a two-way. It's my way. It's my requirement that what trust I need to create, two-way or one-way. I'll go for two-way trust. Click on next. Okay, I want to create both this domain and the specified domain. I want to create trust both sides. Click on next. Now they ask me the abc.local authentication. So I go for abc/administrator. I need to give the password. Okay, and now I want forest for authentication. Now click on next. Click on next again. Okay, as you can see that this domain is xyz.local and the specified domain is abc.local, and this it's a two-way trust and it's a forest trust. Okay, so click on next. Okay, now as you can say that it trusts with the abc1.uk also, because why? Because we have a tree domain also in abc and we have a tree dc also in abc.local organization and forest. Okay, so it trusts automatically with abc1.uk also. Okay, next, if you don't want to go for that, just uncheck this that option. Now we have a trust creation is completed. Click on next. Now they ask me, do you want to confirm the outgoing trust? Yes, I want to confirm the outgoing trust. Okay, yes, I want to confirm the incoming trust too, because it's a two-way trust. Click on next and click on finish. So as you can see that abc.local is a forest trust is created. If I go to properties, and you can see that this domain is accelerate.local and we have other domain is abc.local and it's a forest trust. Forest trust, two-way trust, and transitive. So if I showing you other side also, like if I go to server 1 and we can check it. So we'll go to start, admin tools, excuse me, domain and trust. Over there, as you can see that if I right click on the abc.local and go to properties, click on trust. So you can see that accelerate.local has a forest trust with abc.local. You go to properties, they're showing me everything. This domain is abc.local. The trusted domain is xyz.local and the trust type is forest trust. And direction of trust is two-way trust and it's a transitive trust. Understood? So that's the way how we can create trust relationship between two or more than two domain networks. Okay, so that's it for this session, guys. Thank you.